Welcome back. If you've lived here any amount of time, you know Southeast Michigan has a rich heritage of diverse cultures, with families coming here from other countries choosing to call Hamtramck home. And it's not by accident, and it's no easy task when you consider the number of students who come here who have no knowledge of the culture, that don't even speak English.
You're so right about that, Malcolm. At Hamtramck High School, it's certainly a different world, literally. And as you'll see in tonight's Detroit 2020 series called Against All Odds, when students first arrive, fitting in can seem like a daunting task, but it doesn't last very long.
Welcome to Hamtramck High School.
Вітаємо Hamtramck High School.
Hamtramck High School.
Hamtramck High School.
Welcome to Hamtramck High School, where district-wide, 18 different languages are spoken by students.
The first thing that visitors notice is that we really represent the entire planet. They all have interesting stories.
Principal Terrence George has to navigate the hallways like the United Nations.
In one afternoon, we enrolled a family from Yemen, a family from Bangladesh, a student from Ethiopia, and a student from Angola in 4 hours.
Wow.
And I went home and I told my wife, I said, find me another place where I could do all that in one day. All right, very good, guys.
As a principal, how do you make everyone feel welcome?
Saying good morning, saying hi. When we have a student who doesn't speak English, finding a way you can still communicate. And I think just making that contact, having the communication, letting them know that you notice them and that you pay attention to them, I think goes a long way. But I think because we're so diverse, we've almost naturally learned how to do that. So students will translate for one another.
For many students, the biggest challenges are poverty, parents working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, and language barriers. 17-year-old Nada El-Kadiri was born and raised in Hamtramck, but her parents are from the Middle East. Her dad speaks Arabic, and her mom now speaks English. At first, her parents didn't want Nada to focus on education, but that all changed when her dad became ill.
My mom dropped out of high school because it wasn't the cultural norm back then. But when things started getting tough at home and my dad got sick, she had to go back to school. She had to do all of that. And I guess, like, she doesn't want me to go through all that, you know?
Ross Kresnowski came from the Ukraine 7 years ago, leaving home for an unknown future.
And when I got to school, all I did is just sit there in class and just nod, you know, because like I didn't understand nothing.
Was that scary for you?
Oh yeah, I was crying like a baby. I was like, everything was there, you know, my school, my friends.
In a roundtable discussion with their classmates, Nada gets emotional, hearing the struggles of fellow students.
A lot of us have after-school jobs. A lot of us are struggling about going to college. A lot of us don't even have the chance of going to college. All you have is high school, and you have to make the best of that.
Like all of these students, Nada hopes to go to college. And while there will always be challenges from the way they dress to their cultural differences, Hamtramck will always be a part of them. Hamtramck High is, of course, one of the United Way's Turnaround Initiative schools, and it has come a long, long way. We will continue, should I say, to spotlight the lives of several of the students you just saw in tonight's report. They all have amazing stories of triumph, and we can't wait to bring them to you. But each and every one of those kids that you just saw, I mean, they've made it through so many problems, and to go to that school and to succeed, just amazing stories.
And speaking multiple languages, many of them, if not just their home language and English, is tremendous.
And in their homeland, I mean, war is literally going on, and then they're navigating here in America.
Yeah, it's incredible. Thanks, Carolyn.
You're welcome.